How's everybody doing? Trading, am I right? Are you new to trading? Has trading kicked your fucking ass? Trading is a very weird profession. The implications to the outside aren't known once you're in the fucking field. One of the big things that I never thought about when I was, getting into the space, psychological impacts. Oh my goodness. I've gone through a lot of the mistakes I've made and I've narrowed them down to a couple. We're going to go through 5 of the things I wish I knew before I started trading. Prop firms. My gosh, prop firms are insane. Boom, you have all this capital and you can leverage so much. What I didn't know starting in were the different types of contracts, right? I didn't know the difference between a mini and a micro. So I was like, the NQ, right? I didn't know what an MNQ was. I was like, NQ, I'll just trade that. Bro, I was hammering minis like 2 to 3 at a time. And I was passing accounts and I was blowing them. I was like, I don't know what a consistency, like, dude, I'm doing math. No, I'm trying to get bread. No wonder I had like no drawdown. I would go into a trade and I'm executing this on TradingView. If people know, like, TradingView doesn't have the best, like, on market orders, especially the slippage is insane. If I would be down like $400, I'd be like, I mean, this is normal. I'd be up like 1,700. I'm scalping like between 5 to 10 points. I'm not knowing what the hell. I'm like, yo, I just walked away the day like $1,700 and I'm thinking that's normal. It's not. If you are a beginner, I highly encourage to size down very, very much so. Please earn the right to size up. And it would have saved me so much heartache and money because I'm praying on my knees like, dude, of course we're going to drop 20 points after going up 50. I FOMO'd at the top. Please drop your size. Dropping your size, it also makes, in the long run, you not being bored with like $100 or $200 of profit. Because like I said, if you're used to sizing big, you're like, dude, I don't care about 300. I want more. Especially if you just blew an account, you're just like on a revenge tilt. Bro, it's so imperative that you start small. You can't have patience and FOMO. Maybe you saw the chart going into a direction and you didn't want to miss out on the move. You're like, dude, I know it's going to do it. You don't know anything. And you FOMO'd into the entry. Heavy size, of course, because you're like, I'm a genius. Only for you to either A, get stopped if you actually honored it. And I know, like me in the beginning when I FOMO'd, you know what my stop was? Ability to hold. Again, if you miss out on the move, it is what it is. Would you rather be sitting here being like, dang, I could have made like $200 scaringly, like your heart would have been rushing, or you would have blown an account and then it moves in your direction? Don't chase and get burned. Again, when you're new, big green candles, big red candles, they seem very fun and exciting. Please be patient because it is a war zone. Imagine stepping out of the trenches into no man's land. That's what you're doing. And you're getting your Swiss cheese. Because if you are up for the day and you already, let's say you're up and you've already started to feel like the signs of wariness, emotional, like, I'm not sure if this is going my way. I'm starting to feel this loss. I want more. I think I can get more. It always leads to you giving back profits. Always, man. Oh my God. You made your money and let's say you got off and you're already, let's say New York open till noon. You're off, you're eating your lunch and you come back because like 1:30, 2 o'clock, sometimes there's some moves and you're watching it and let's say you get faked out. Now you just took that loss. You can do 2 things. You can be like, A, I knew I shouldn't have did that. That is a loss. That's part of doing business with the market. I gave back some of my profits. I'm locking it down. Because now I'm in a, not the winningest mindset. I shot until I missed. I'm leaving. Or be like, that was bullshit. I need my loss back. And you chase that loss. And it snowballs. First you're up $700 when you walked away. Now you're up $550. Now you're teetering. You're like, oh, I can get back. Oh, I'm 600. Now I'm down to 420. 420 can be chased. Okay, I'm sizing up for this back. and you get $300 real quick. Okay, and I'm down to $64. Now it's still a green day, but you're not in the best mindset. So you're like, that's 2 trades, right? What's one more? Oh, fuck. I don't want to cut this. I don't want to cut this. I don't want to cut this ad. Now you're boom. You're down $800. What the fuck? Do not be greedy. The market is built on greed. Do not be its exit liquidity. Mental capital. Mental capital. Mental capital. It's the most important in trading. I don't care what your P&L looks like. I don't care if it's $3,000, but you're literally like in sweats, panicking, and you're, dude, I don't want to go back there. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Mental capital. Even if your P&L is red, if you're like, bro, but that was a good trade. All right, I don't feel like doing this, and then you walk. Dude, that's so much better than being up. I swear it is. And it's hard for me too, because when I'm red, I'm like, I've ended the days red before, and I'm just like, motherfucker. And I've seen moves, and I'm like, I knew it. But it's just like, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. You live to die another day. You die to live. Let's say you're trading 2 hours a day, and you're just going through, and you're like, I think I can get more, and it's working out. But like, now you spent 5 hours staring at the screen. Now it's 7 hours. The market's now closed, and you feel like, holy crap, you're just sitting there as soon as the market closes, and you're looking down, and then the minute you look up, it's already been 50 minutes, and you're like, holy shit, the market's about to open, and then you're going back, right? Like, you don't want to be there all day. That's why we do this. We can go fuck off. Props are here to leverage your money, but they're also here to emotionally manipulate. There's profit targets. There's this, there's that, there's numbers. You think 50K, but you only have 2,000. It's like, how do I pass this eval as fast as possible so I can get funded? That's what they want. You know how many people blow up props on a daily basis? It's probably in the millions. Between all of these, they're raking in millions of dollars. Probably not even a year. It's probably in weeks. Okay? They want you to feel tilted, feel rushed, and be like, okay, I need to get this done this day. When you can't plan the market, you just plan for the day and what you can control. You're just like, I'm going to do this day, and it doesn't turn out that way. And then you keep going back, and then you do something you shouldn't have done, and then multiple accounts, multiple days. You know how many times that's happened when I'm like, okay, I'm so close to passing this. Boom, I think I pass it, and then I fail it. And I'm so mad at myself. I buy like 2 more accounts just to try to get it back to an account that was close to that level. You are not only extra liquidity in the market, but for all these flippy hair doing this model, I'm getting payouts and flexing Rolexes. It's your fucking paycheck. It's your hard-earned money. Lose less money than you make. That's the game. That's the algorithmic code. So yeah, those are my 5 things I wish I would have known before I started trading a lot. Hope some of this helps. Let's get this summer popping. Let's go!